Hello everybody and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So hit the thumbs up, leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and a little notification bell so you know when I post videos and go live, which is usually on a daily basis. And sometimes once a week, I will go live and do free questions as well. Alright, so if I'm losing my train of thought here. And if you know somebody who will resonate with these messages, go right ahead and share them. So this is for the star sign of Taurus, and it is also for the month of March. So you guys could be losing your train of thought a lot this month because Mercury is in retrograde. Alright, so it's okay. We're all going through it. Alright, so what do the fairies want to discuss with you this month, Taurus? Yeah, so you're being asked to find balance. See how this fairy is like she's sitting in front of her book, she's studying, but she's also like happy, very go lucky, just taking a break, letting her train of thought just go wherever it needs to go. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. So, Taurus, you're being reminded to have hope, because even though you may look at a situation as a negative, from a negative point of view, there's always hope to turn it around, to bring it into positive. See the rainbow? There's always a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for somebody out there. So find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. So I feel like you really need to listen to your body this month. If your body tells you to rest, do so, right? Because you got to find that balance between having a little bit of fun, recharging your energy so that you could be more productive. All right, so we are going to read this card. Taurus, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You've probably heard this before. Does it apply to you or someone you know? Are you working too hard and not allowing enough time for rest and play? Are you feeling bored, or are you in danger of becoming boring? Be truthful with yourself when answering. Even though fairies are known to be super hard workers, they also know how to rest and play. The fairies are flying in now to remind you to take a break and give your body and mind a well-deserved rest. The problem with work is that once you've completed one task, there's always another waiting, a bit like housework. But even though it may feel as though you need to rush to get everything done, take some time out can actually give you more energy to complete the task at hand. Fairies love to snooze, and they're telling you that 40 winks in the afternoon, also known as a power nap, could be beneficial for you. A strong message here is to get some rest. This card could also be saying that you're playing too much. Perhaps you're procrastinating when you ought to be working. You need to be really honest with yourself about this, as only you will know if you have the right balance of work, rest, and play in your life. So again, listen to your body. If your body is telling you take that power nap, do it. Don't procrastinate, but take your time doing things. There's no rush to anything. Yeah, and if for some of you who are procrastinating, you may need to get out of that as well. Like, you need to find a balance between work, rest, and play. When's the right time to work? I need to take some time for myself to recharge. Having a little bit of fun also can help rejuvenate the mind, the body, and the spirit as well, Taurus. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for the month of March for you. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit, for Taurus Collective. So the first week of March, we have the Magician. So the Magician talks about communication. This talks about having everything you need in your life to be successful. It's telling you to take charge of your mind, your body, and your soul. If you feel the need to take a power nap, do so, because it'll help to recharge that mind. Stop procrastinating, because you already have everything you need within you. You don't have to rush forward. Rome wasn't built in a day. You have what it takes. You can do anything. See, the Tower is behind you. That shift or that revelation is behind you. And now you have rebuilt that tower. It's very strong. It's very steady. So you can take the much needed break that you need, Taurus. All right. The second week of March, yeah, 8 of Autumn, right? That talks about putting in the work. It talks about putting in the work, long-term projects, doing the work correctly. It also talks about maybe think about going back to school. See, she does have a book, right? Definitely talks about having everything you need when it comes to working on a project. It talks about what you have been working on is now going to manifest, right? Because again, that Tower moment is behind you in the first week of March. That Tower moment is behind you. And now you've rebuilt that tower strong and steady. You've put in the work in that tower strong and steady. That foundation is nice and strong, right? So now you can take a break. You can have a little bit of fun because the tower is very balanced. It's very sturdy. So now you can go out and have a little bit of fun, right? Because you've definitely put the work in. You've been working hard at something. So it's time to take a break. You've already got everything you need. You did an awesome job. Now it's time to take a break so that you can recharge your energy. You already have everything you need put in place to manifest something that you've been working on. The third week of March, you have the Prince of Spring. So the Prince of Spring talks about a challenge. You may be stuck in a rut. And you may be relentlessly trying to move on, to keep building, right? And it's what it's doing is it's making your energy run out. It's burning you out here. In the third week of March, you may feel this bit of a burnt out because you've been working so hard at rebuilding what has been torn down. And your fairies are telling you you need to find that balance between work and rest and having fun so that you can recharge your energy. Because right now your energy is very low and it's very challenging. You keep working and it's time to take that break. It's time to take that much needed break. Go outside. See, this fairy is riding a rabbit. So the third week of March is the week of the spring equinox. So you are definitely birthing something as if by magic, because you've used all the tools that you've had within you to rebuild what was broken. It'll be there. That's what they're telling you. This project will still be standing there once you recharge your batteries. The last week of March, the 5 of autumn. Yeah, then the last week of March, you can return back to your project. It'll still be standing once you take that much needed break. And then you can return back to work to keep working on this project, to recharge your batteries. I feel like somebody's put a lot of time and effort and work into a particular project, and because of that, working so hard on this project, you've literally burned yourself out, like you've depleted yourself of energy, and now you're restless, and Spirit is telling you it's okay, Taurus, you can take that break. The project will still be standing there, right? The project will still be standing there. You really need to recharge your batteries so that you can get back to work to put in another brick or another layer into what you're building, to fill that cup back up, to fill that, to clean off that sword, to clean up that wand, right? They're showing me dust bunnies. All right, so clarify the Magician for Taurus. Yeah, the 10 of Spring. You're very heavily burdened, is what I see here. You're taking on too much responsibilities. All work and no play is weighing you down. So work is draining your energy. It's weighing you down to where you're like, man, I don't know if I can keep going. What Spirit is telling you, you will be okay if you take that much needed break from working so hard on this project. Recharge your batteries, and then go back to what you want to work on. So you're actually burning yourself out. By the 3rd week of March, you're going to be so burnt out that your body is literally going to force you to take a break, because you're getting frustrated with these challenges of that. Why isn't this fitting in here? And that's because you've burnt yourself out. Oh, I lost my hat. Sorry about that, Taurus. I feel like this thing just got ripped right off of my head. So clarify the 8 of autumn, please, and thank you, Holy Spirit, for Taurus. Yeah, the Emperor. So yeah, the Emperor in reverse talks about being over controlling, right? I feel like they're telling you that you're disorganized, like your energy is stretched too far. Also, too, you may need to go watch the Aries reading, but the Emperor in reverse talks about you are the king of your throne, Taurus. You are the king of your throne. Your structure will still be standing there if you take some time out. Also, too, you can ask, for those of you who your dad is still here in the real world, you may want to ask your dad for some help, because I feel like somebody's super frustrated here. Somebody is like over responsible here. Like somebody is taking on too many responsibilities here. Somebody is taking on, and it's making them fractured. It's like fracturing their structure, whatever they're building. Clarify the Prince of Spring in reverse for the 3rd week of March for Taurus. Yeah, the 6 of Summer. So the 6 of Summer talks about June, for one. something about the energy of June. April 6th can be important. April 11th could be important. April 21st, 22nd could be important. This will be in Taurus season. You know, I feel like this is a overbearing father figure that is just putting all the weight on your shoulders here, Taurus. And I feel like this father figure could be relentless. You gotta keep doing this. I need you to do it perfectly. You need to master your craft, or you're never going to be successful. If you put it down, you're never going to pick it back up. I feel like this person is just overbearing. Give me another card on the Emperor for the second week of March. The Emperor and the Eight of Pentacles. The Emperor in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. This Emperor is very pessimistic. I feel like they are like a Debbie Downer. Like, they're very pessimistic. It's like an energy drainer here. Somebody who's very pessimistic. Somebody who sees things sees the cup as half empty instead of half full. You're not finished. You need to finish filling that up. You need to take responsibility for whatever you're doing. Whatever you're building, you need to take responsibility for it. You need to stay relentless. You can't, it's like I can see them beating in your ear. You're never going to manifest this. You're never going to build this, right? What you need to do is take a break from this pessimistic energy drainer, so that you can recharge your batteries and start thinking more clearly. Definitely see either father and son or father and daughter here. Somebody also could be asking their dad or their parent figure for help, and they could be saying, no, you broke it, you fix it. You have to take responsibility for your own life right now. It's something else, all right? The Five of Autumn for the last week of March in reverse. So this talks about returning, giving something back, returning back to work. Yeah. There was a delay. Oh, okay, we got two cards here. The Eight of Wands, yeah. So there is definitely something returning back to you with the Eight of Wands. I feel like the eight, okay, so we have Neptune or the Hangman in reverse. So some sort of a delay, whatever was delayed. What was delaying you was this relentless attitude from this parental figure. And this is like a learned habit that you have learned as a child. For some of you, you may be having a child. You may be becoming a father. And now you're like, okay, well, I gotta have some sort of structure for this family since I'm gonna have a kid now. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So some sort of news could be coming in that's making you awaken. There's like a lot of things happening at once here. Yeah, I feel like for somebody here, Taurus, somebody is going to have a child. And now you got to take responsibility. You need to make long-term plans. You need to start now building and think of long-term success. And some of you may want to go back to work. And the delays from some sort of a past situation, because the Six of Summer talks about the past as well. Perhaps last June is significant. And somebody is awakening to what the true delay was. And it's a learned habit of overworking and not making time to recharge your batteries. Yep. Yeah, look, we have the Empress coming through here. With the Nine of Wands in reverse. This talks about, the Nine of Wands in reverse talks about freeing yourself from this childhood wound or feeling the lack of, and recharging that battery with the Empress there. The Empress talks about self-employment. It also talks about a mother figure, a mother and a father figure. Something about your childhood and the things that were expressed to you as a childhood that may have delayed you from taking responsibility Somebody needs to take accountability for something. Some sort of a lie, perhaps, that was told about a mother figure. Somebody could be over emotional. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some clarification. Ten of Spring and the Magician for the first week of March for Taurus. The Ten of Spring. Yeah, somebody's like, well, I'm not asking them for nothing, right? Because there's like two different sides to a situation here. And somebody's like, well, I'm not going to ask him for nothing. I'm not going to ask this parent for nothing. I'll do it all by myself. And what you're doing is you're burning yourself out. And it's stressing you out. A lot of stress. Alright, so the Ten of Spring and the Magician for Taurus for the first week of March. Please and thank you. Can I have one card, please, for the Ten of Spring and the Magician? Yeah, family. Wherever you go, whatever you do, your family is here for you. So you may need to, if your father won't do it, you may need to go to your mother. Right? You may need to go to your mother with the Empress here to help you, because she's going to be more empathetic. She's going to be able to see both sides of a situation. She's going to be able to offer help. Right? Maybe it's his side, her story versus his story. Right? About keeping somebody mentally trapped, because this person, this Empress, has broke out of that mental trap. And they are seeing something from a different perspective. This person may actually tell you the truth, right? Of how something really occurred in their life. So, yeah. Don't be afraid to go ask a family member. Ask somebody for help on what your next step should be. How do I build this structure? How did you do it, right? The Emperor in reverse, the Princess of Spring in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles for the second week of March. Rose quartz crystal, soothing and warm, like love it flows. Once under your pillar, your magic grows. So rose quartz crystal will help to open up your heart space. It'll help you to feel the love. I feel like it's like, I feel like this feminine This Empress and this masculine are telling two different stories. And I feel like this Empress, this feminine energy, knows both sides of the stories. And it's like, who are you going to believe, Taurus? Right? This Empress has a story to tell of, you know, how, like, it's something about parents coming through here. Something about your family. Somebody having to take responsibility and take charge for something. But rose quartz crystal will help you to open up your heart, to help you stay more optimistic, to help you get organized in a long-term, building a long-term stable environment. The Six of Summer and the Prince of Spring in reverse for the 3rd week of March for Taurus. Celebrate. This is the right to shout out loud. Don't hesitate to jump around. So yeah, you need to have fun. You need to celebrate this summer. You need to celebrate maybe the return of somebody or a child. Maybe you're finding out that you're pregnant they're due in June. You could be finding out that somebody's 6 months pregnant this month. And April, May, June will be 3 months. Yeah. And you may be planning on celebrating this. But I feel like somebody does not feel confident enough to be the father. They don't feel confident enough to have the structure that they need because of childhood memories. The 8 of Spring in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, and the 5 of Autumn in reverse. But I feel like you're going to be okay. You're going to return back to work after a period of delay. Some sort of news may be coming in. There was maybe some sort of news was delayed for a reason. Because two different people are seeing things, seeing a situation as how they actually occurred. Friends, all the love your light extends is a reflection shown in chosen friends. Friends and family is coming through here. Travel, of all the things you can do, travel is in the cards for you. And that's what this fun and balance is. Traveling somewhere, having some fun, right? Taking a break from this overbearing energy. Seeing your magic of success manifest. Something is coming in for you, and I feel like it's coming in very quickly after a period of delay. I feel like you're going to return back to work. I feel like you're going to, by the end of March, you will be back at work. You'll be able to start saving money again. And I feel like for some of you, you may be moving out of your parents' house. But I see a male and a female who are remembering some sort of a situation that occurred in your childhood from a different perspective. But I do see long-term projects are definitely going to manifest. Things are going to come in exactly how they should. So take that break. Enjoy that long-term break that you have been on, for those of you who have maybe took the winter off. But you can ask your family, specifically a mother figure. This mother figure is there for you. Or you can ask your friends, maybe your friend's family. I feel like somebody is asking the mother figure, the mom, parent, about a particular situation, and it's like her story is different than the story that was told to you. Alright, so what are the fairies helping Taurus to heal? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah, happily ever after. Yep. Helping to heal that happily ever after a period of quiet time. Yeah, that much needed rest. So you're going to have your happily ever after. You are going to build something, see, going through this gateway, this spring equinox. After being weighed down with too much responsibility, you are going to have your happily ever after. You're going to be able to build something, a strong foundation, which is maybe something you did not experience as a child. You're going to be building a stronger foundation, a stronger structure for maybe your own child. You're going to be celebrating this after a much needed break. Where's my book at? Oh, here it is. Happily ever after. A happily outcome is assured. Release anxiety and feel secure that everything is resolved in the end. Yeah, so release this anxiety. Exactly. Because the anxiety is actually lowering your vibration. It is weighing you down. Everything is going to be resolved. You'll be able to have a success of something that you have been working on. You are going to be returning back to work though. Situations that appear sticky because there's two different sides to a situation are miraculously resolved. A misunderstanding is forgiven, but the mistake is not forgotten. So don't worry. Everything is in divine and perfect order right now in the month of March. So a final fairy message. A final fairy message to Taurus. Please and thank you. Oh yeah, a new business venture. A new business venture. Absolutely. Trust to follow through on a new business venture or career opportunity. Yeah, so you're going to return back to work. You're going to be having a reason to celebrate this summer because you are going to have, you're going back to work. You're going to have a new career opportunity or some sort of a new business idea that is going to bring a happily ever after. Improve your diet and your life will also improve. So you can see these two people sitting down and having a cup of tea. That's just what wants to come out. So we're going to go ahead and pull your card now. Yeah, flower power. Spend some time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. Something about your birthday, right? It says do more research. Whom do you need to forgive? So you need to dig a little bit deeper because the he said, she said is conflicting you. Do more research before proceeding. Get more information about the situation before proceeding. So you need to find forgiveness. Yes, somebody's pregnant. Somebody is 6 months pregnant. So they could have been sick, right? And now they want to change their diet. In the wintertime, they found out they were pregnant. So yeah, they're going to have the baby in June is the birth time. But your birthday, right? Something about your birthday. And you need to look deeper into a situation because there's some he said, she said shit that is happening here, right? But I feel like whoever this Empress is, this mother figure is, I feel like they broke out of that mental trap and they see more clearly as to what the situation is. So I feel like this person here in this Empress energy is going to tell the story correctly. All right, thank you for watching.